So I started doing something new to basically glow up or improve myself spiritually, mentally, and even emotionally. And I say even emotionally because when I'm fed spiritually and when I feel like I'm in a calm state as far as, my mental health, then of course that contributes to me being calmer emotionally. And so what I started to do is read the Bible instead of scrolling. And when I say that, I don't mean like never getting on social media. Like, of course, I want to get on social media. I want to look up some things. It could be recipe tips or just something I'm interested in, or I want to see what the people I follow are up to. But I don't want to get to a point where, like I've done that. I've gone on social media to do what I wanted to do. And then I'm just scrolling aimlessly or mindlessly because I'm bored or procrastinating or whatever the case. And then I end up basically doom scrolling, right? And so I started reading the Bible instead of scrolling um, because I realized that I'm scrolling and then I end up going through a rabbit hole once something really catches my attention. And whatever that topic is, whatever the subject is, like it's not really beneficial to my life in any way. It's just something that caught my attention. And now I'm spending an hour, 2 hours, looking up all this stuff on it. And, sometimes it might be something that, is valuable, but most of the time it's not. And so I just wasted my time, on something that is not profitable for my life in any way whatsoever. And more than half the time I've forgotten what I was even, what I even looked up. So it's like, it's just a waste of time. And this morning, when I was reading the Bible at a time where I probably would have been scrolling because I was bored and I was trying to figure out what am I going to do for the day, I really didn't have any direction for today. And so that would have been a perfect time for me to just, waste time scrolling. But I was reading the Bible and I got to a point in what I was reading where I needed to go and look up a reference verse. By me doing that, I thought, oh my gosh, like instead of going down the rabbit hole with something on social media that doesn't benefit me in any way, why don't I just go down the rabbit hole with the Bible? Because it's not like the Bible doesn't interest me. And I definitely want to continue to improve my faith and improve my walk with Jesus. So that's beneficial to my life. That's beneficial to me for eternity. And so why don't I just go down the rabbit hole with the Bible? And that could mean like looking up reference verses, like I said, or reading a reference chapter, or looking up the Greek and Hebrew meanings of words so I can have a better understanding of the text. Of course, studying, the meanings of certain of the passages that I'm reading. I don't just want my Bible reading time to be in the morning to start my day, or, in the evening. Like, I want to really immerse myself in the Bible because that is going to improve me overall in all aspects of my life and my character and how I even process and think about myself, because that's what this channel is about, right? It's about being able to look in the mirror and like what I see and who I am. It's not just about my outward appearance. It's about the fruit of my character, and the only thing that can 100% change that is God's word. And so why not just immerse myself in that? As devoted as we may be as Christians, all of us can get into a time frame, whether it's a week, a month, or whatever, get into a time frame where we're not really reading the Bible in the way that we should. And sometimes we're just using it as, it's on our to-do list and we just check it off, right? Like, okay, I got that done for the day. But, I don't want to get back to that. And I know like sometimes like I may have that feeling, but I just want to immerse myself so much in his word that I keep that zeal and that desire and that fire for him alive, so that I don't treat his word as just, a check on my to-do list. And I don't want to waste my time doing things that are not profitable for my life and for my faith and for my character. And so that's why, instead of scrolling, now I'm just going to read the Bible. And I'm going to have to lean on his strength, because I'm sure there are going to be times where I don't feel like doing that. And so, I just want to be real, but that is how I want to continue the rest of my life, because I have recognized that there are pros to social media. I believe that. But there are also a lot of cons, especially if, you just allow yourself to use it to waste time when you could be doing other things. When I could be doing other things that need to be done, and not procrastinating. And it's just, that's my take on that. So maybe this is something you've already heard before, but if not, I hope that I've given you a new perspective on what you can do with your time and how to glow up spiritually, mentally, and emotionally.